Money is something that nearly all of us have to manage on a daily basis. Yet strangely, money management is a skill that is rarely taught. People often find themselves living week to week and rely on credit to meet their financial commitments. Credit debt is at epidemic proportions in Australia and the interest is running.
What's going on here?
Many people, regardless of how much they earn, slip further and further into the debt cycle without any real strategy to fix the situation and often with devastating effects on their relationships. Getting into financial difficulty is never something anyone deliberately sets out to do.
A long time ago, when I was about 18 years old, I worked with somebody who always looked fantastic in great clothes, and I wanted to do the same thing. And so I started spending a lot of money on fashion, and it just never stopped. So over a 10-year period of time, I just shopped and spent all the money that I earned and had a great time, but not a great financial time.
My husband and I split up, and I tried to keep the house that we had together. I tried to keep it on my own, and I couldn't, and I found it just too hard, and it was getting harder and harder, and therefore I found that I couldn't keep things going myself. I was getting behind with my bills and stuff like that.
Miscalculating the funds, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was difficult because, as I said, we haven't had to pay for mortgages and that sort of thing before in the past. And we saw the opportunity here at the beginning of the housing boom to buy into a nice area, nice house, which we thought we could afford, and at the time we probably could, but not being used to budgeting properly.
Neither of us being good at budgeting?
No, not at all. But that's where we had our first problems. Suddenly the mortgage was a bit bigger, the credit card debt got bigger, and it just seemed to snowball from there.
I was involved with a partner. We weren't living together or anything, but I went guarantor on a loan, and unfortunately for myself, she left and I was left with the debt.
2 years ago now was when it first started really hitting home. The last lot of school fees for the year. We found that we didn't have the money there for it. We had to borrow from parents, and then it was difficult to pay them back. Just with the credit card debt, paying off the interest on that every month. Yeah. We just weren't putting any money away. We weren't able to set the money aside for what we needed.
It really came down to a point in my life when I really wanted things, you know, a stable home. You know, when I start a family, I want to bring up children in a stable home without financial struggle. So, you know, I took a good, long, hard look at myself and didn't see good financial habits happening. So, going to MyBudget was about not me leaning on my family, not leaning on my friends, but taking the control of the situation myself and going to see MyBudget and getting help from them.
Yeah, peace of mind?
Peace of mind. I'd probably even go a bit further than that, to go towards exciting. You know, to think, hey, this is great, we can actually get on top of it. I personally had been worried about it for so long and had got myself in such a state over it that I couldn't think of anything else. All of a sudden, they've come along with a plan for us and said, hey, you can achieve your goals. It's going to take some time, but you can do it. You're going to have to tighten your belt in certain areas, but at the end of it, you should be right. It was great.
When MyBudget took over sorting all of my finances out for me, it was like a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. I know that's a bit cliche, but it was like the clouds going away. There was a bit of a celebration going on there between me and my friends and my family, because we all knew that this was, you know, that this was the next step of my life, of really taking control of my financial situation and learning some fantastic habits about creating a really positive financial future for myself.
It's been great. There's been all my bills are paid on time, and you know, they work out a plan for the money that I need, and that even for my social side of things, they put money aside for you for savings for Christmas, and all that sort of thing just helped. it's almost like they're my own private money advisors, you know. If I came into money and won the lottery or anything like that just now, I would still stick with them because I don't have to worry about bills, and it's great.
Well, both of us have, with family and friends and co-workers who've complained or you know, that are in financial difficulty. I know through work that we've always said to them, look, give them a ring, just pick up the phone and ring them because it's fantastic and it will change your life because it just takes so much pressure off of you. Just do it.
If someone's in financial difficulty, then definitely give MyBudget a call. They are very approachable, very understanding. You know, they understand that you do have to live a life as well as pay the people that you owe, you know. So it's good that they understand that.